than anybody anticipated.
Let's take a look at the vote in Michigan right now, because Michigan and Wisconsin, these two states are shaping up as critical. Right now, 59% of the vote is in Michigan, and Donald Trump still maintains a lead of almost 30,000 votes over Hillary Clinton. He's got 48%. She has 47%. Still, 40% of the vote outstanding. 16 electoral votes at stake in Michigan. And let's take a look at Wisconsin right now. These are the two states that could be decisive. 70% of the vote is in. Trump still maintains a lead of almost 69,000 votes over Hillary Clinton, 49% to 45.8%. Another 10 electoral votes in Wisconsin. Let's go over to John King. John, Wisconsin and Michigan. Let's talk about the best Hillary Clinton can do right now, because in the Electoral College we're talking about.
In the Electoral College, you want to do the best she can do. Well, let's just check the results real quick. 59%, 1 point race right there. And again, we're waiting. This is all going to come down to what's left here in Wayne County. There are some other votes.
My name is Devin Clark, and I'm a graduate of the class of 2017.
All right, cool. And so, just had the election. It's been about a week and a couple of days. What's your reaction? What's your feeling about that?
I'd say first and foremost, I was surprised, because I didn't think that Donald Trump would make it this far. And even after the election, him being, President-elect Trump, I'm surprised at that too. I'm angry, disappointed, and I didn't think, this would be the outcome.
I didn't expect it to turn out this way in the end. I thought that after, 2 years of dealing with the bullshit, things would go back to normal and Hillary was president, but yeah, I guess I didn't really think that would happen at all.
Really, I didn't expect Donald Trump to win. I don't think really anybody did. Hindsight is 20/20, and so everybody after the fact is always like, oh, well, here's why he won, and there are some pretty good and believable explanations. But at the time, I was just I have no idea what's going on. Aside from just being surprised, I would say the number one thing that I was thinking about after the election, when I started seeing all of the protest stuff that was immediately happening, I was wondering whether or not that would all be happening if Hillary Clinton won instead of Donald Trump, right?
After a little bit of thinking, I kind of thought about what would have happened if Hillary had been elected. It would have been a normal day for a lot of people, and I think that Trump's election kind of what served as a catalyst for people into action. I think white people are starting to wake up to the forces of white supremacy and how apparent that is in our society. I think that that's a blessing that we can say came out of Trump's election, is that there's a new population of white people who are waking up to the reality of fascism that has been ingrained in our society for a really long time. I don't believe that Trump is the first racist, misogynistic president to be in our office. I just think that he's the most explicit one that has been thus far.
I'm not really taking it as seriously. I'm not oh wow, this is a big change. I think that's because it hasn't really sunken in. I think the potential damage that could happen, and that could affect so many people, and it could affect me as well. But I guess something that's I think eventually it's gonna hit pretty hard, pretty soon though. I think it will.
I think most people shit the bed with their predictions. My prediction going in was that Hillary was going to win. I was kind of convinced of that for a while. I thought she was going to win probably by a slim margin, lose a couple big swing states, not every big swing state. And I had a moment earlier this year where I forget what exactly it was that the Clinton campaign did, but it was some screw up among a lot of screw ups they made, where I was convinced. I said to myself, I was like, Trump's going to be president, and we got to deal with that. And for a while, I've just been kind of complacent with. I was assuming that she was going to win, but I have had feelings where, this is like a campaign that is going to be screwed up, and he is going to be the president.
Can you tell me why you were shocked?
I was just shocked at the point that, at the fact that America wanted to see someone with little to no experience in such a high position of power in the United States. And given the fact that he's xenophobic.
I said to him, so I think we need the wall. How important is the wall? To the Border Patrol people. They said, Mr. Trump, it's absolutely vital.
He says all these, hurtful and disrespectful things about women, upon many other, allegations against him. Like, I'm surprised that people want to see someone like him in office. And it goes to show that, I personally think that, people who voted for him represent those values that he instills in himself and other people in America.
What everybody has to do, no matter what your partisanship is resist Trump at all costs. Because the solution isn't to work with him. The solution is absolutely not to work with him.
Do I think we should give him a chance? Probably not. I don't think Trump is as stupid as everybody wants him to be. I think that he is a very manipulative, weirdly charming to some people. He knows what he's doing. I don't think we should give him a chance.
Well, I think there's two different levels to it. I think on one level, life does go on. Like, Donald Trump being president doesn't dictate my every action for the next 4 years. But on another level, we all have to remember that this is not normal at all for someone like Donald Trump to be president. Like, this isn't just how things go. I think that we really, I think sometimes when presidents are elected who, inevitably one side or the other doesn't like, people are just like, oh, well, 4 years of bullshit, just gotta wait 4 years, gotta wait it out for 4 years. But, this can't be like that.
But I think it's important that we act, and we can't be aware. Awareness constitutes being passive. You can be aware of all you want, but nothing's going to change if you're aware. You have to take action with that awareness. Awareness is is knowledge, and you can be knowledgeable and do nothing, and that's not going to help anybody.
I think people need to find the avenue that they're most comfortable with and get really good at that and continue doing that and work with other people who are doing other sorts of things and coordinate their efforts. So, you can join an organization, and that doesn't mean you have to be at every meeting. I think it's really important that people go to meetings and of their local chapters of various organizations, but even just joining and paying membership dues can help. So organizations like the ACLU or the NAACP, or donating to Planned Parenthood, or joining NARAL or other groups working on reproductive rights, or supporting immigrants' rights groups, and working at clinics to help people with citizenship forms. That's an avenue that I think a lot of people should look at.
If we all can take action, whether it's on a local, small level, or big level, as much as we can, together we can make progress and actively make change. Whether it be passively protesting, or rather than say passive, peacefully protesting. Whether it be voicing our opinions to our local representatives of state, of whatever, whoever you can contact that's nearby and you have access to. I know personally in my neighborhood I can reach out to our local representatives of the state government. So that, why not? If I can do that, if enough of us do it, we make an impact. So and if we all do it in different states, now there's plenty of us on the same page, So I think it's just us being active in what we believe in and finding finding those commonalities of people that we believe in and spreading the word and getting people to be active. Because if we're not, and if we're singular, it's not much that's going to get done. So I think it's being active in groups of numbers, people who are like you. Because I mean, I have plenty of friends that are liberal, so I don't think I have any problem getting people to like come up and talk to a legislator or to spread the word and have peaceful protests or to have a conversation about what's going on and how we can improve it. I don't think it'd be an issue because of people like me around. I think that's anybody. So if you can surround yourself with people that are like you and you can take action, it shouldn't be an issue. And the issue is being